welcome to the Husbands Live. We're back.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed. So good to be back, and I'm excited that we're back because this family, this family. If you have been on Facebook, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna bring you in. It's cool. I'm gonna bring you in. We're gonna try this all over again. Like this ain't never even happened. Welcome back here on with us right here.
Wow.
Here at WH2R. Hey, and if you're watching on Facebook, we're reading your comments live, aren't we?
Yes.
We got the comments. We're reading your comments live.
Ready.
Yes, and listen. If you want to call in and you want to talk to this wonderful family, 202-319-7810. We got Kier and them in the building, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up for them.
Oh, yeah.
So good to have you guys.
So
Appreciate
glad to
y'all,
be
man.
here.
So if you haven't heard of this family, you live under a rock. They have this viral video that's out right there. Actually, if y'all can cue that up and let me know when you're ready to play that. But they got this video. In this video, she was trying to catch up for the first time. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, and man, it was funny. First of all, you talked to her like she's about 27 years old. What did he say? You said,
Don't stop being skeptical.
Yeah, stop.
Like,
So look, I was on the phone with somebody. It was like, he talking to his daughter like that? I was like, yeah, it's cool, it's cool. But we got it ready. Check this video out.
I'm about to put you on real quick. Dip your frying hair. I promise you, dip it in here. It's going to change your life. Stop being skeptical. Dip it in. Mm-hmm. Taste that thing. Mm-hmm. 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 Daddy know what he's talking about, don't he? Can I get a fry dance?
So in that video, your daughter's eating ketchup for the first time, but you guys actually, y'all were on local television. Y'all did My Fox DC with our very own Allison, who's who does the afternoon show here with her husband Mark Clark and Allison Seymour. But y'all got
She's amazing, man.
She is amazing. Yeah. In fact, we're gonna be on hanging out with them tomorrow.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. So y'all went viral, but just tell me, like, how did all of this happen? Like this whole process, because it seems like overnight, and I'm a fan of your vlog. I'm listening to your vlog.
Thanks, bro.
And like everything's up to date. You were talking about how like between April 8th and April 10th, like it went to 10,000 followers. Like,
wow.
How did all this start happening though?
Yeah. So with the viral video, so it's funny how it happened. Emery was actually really sick that week. She had like a temperature like 105.
And Emery's the baby that you just saw.
Baby girl. French fry baby.
Yeah, French fry baby.
She's been lovingly dubbed.
Yeah.
So she had a temperature of about 105, and we both first time parents. So that first time parent worry.
Dude, that's different. That's scary.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's
man.
different.
Especially when it gets that bad.
Yeah.
You stop thinking about brain damage and all those.
Let me tell you though, my first, her temperature spiked to 104, and she had a seizure on me.
See?
And it scared me.
Same thing happened to me.
Oh, as a baby, bro.
That's why I don't mess around with fevers.
Yeah, they call it febrile seizures.
Yeah.
3 of my kids had them, and it was happening so much that I just stopped going to the hospital because I just knew what to do.
Yeah.
But that first time it happened, let me tell you, it freaked me out. I'm thinking, you talking about brain damage? I'm thinking, oh my God, my baby, it's crazy. And then my daughter reminds me so much. Your daughter reminds me so much of my daughter when she was small, the hairstyle and everything.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like, man, that looked like my little heart right there.
That's when you barely got enough to make it work.
Yeah.
Don't talk about
No, for real.
Man, hey, we keep it 1,000.
They keep it
Do you know what
1,000?
Noemi? We gave her a
say
name.
it.
What was it? Go ahead.
Becky Baldini.
Shout out. That's a Southeast term. Southeast term for where you got just a lily bit of hair.
Becky Baldini.
Becky Baldini.
Oh, wow.
That's my boo.
She just now got a little bit of hair to do something with.
Yeah, but nah, that was our concern, and
she wasn't eating.
Nah, she wasn't eating. It was just bad. So we decided to take her to the ER. We kind of huddled about it real quick. We got the Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
The ER, I don't know if y'all ever been to the ER and Children's Hospital.
Been there.
That joint be packed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like floor to ceiling screaming kids and tired parents.
Yep.
And we were there, and I looked at Noemi and I was like, man, we
We didn't even have nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
We stayed 8 hours.
Man.
Yeah,
I
those
don't have
kids
$8.
lacked up in there, man. I mean, shout out Children's Hospital. They do an incredible
No,
job.
they do.
but
Yeah.
They busy, man.
They busy.
Yeah.
So we took her to their pediatric urgent care
Yep.
that I found on Google.
Yeah.
Like,
And
we gotta make moves.
we got there and they told us about an hour and a half wait until we could see somebody. We were like, man, let's go get food. Neither one of us are eating all day. You know, baby hasn't eaten in a solid week and a half. So
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
only
that's
thing
barely
open was
eating.
Five Guys, man. So we
Oh,
went to Five
wow.
Guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold on. I love Five Guys though. But that's I don't know if that was the right thing for us to be eating like at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We just didn't have many choices in that area.
man, yeah.
So we go and get food, and you know, I order the French fries. You know, they give you like too many French
Yeah,
fries.
they put the
Extra,
cup in the
extra.
bag. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you obligated to eat them all.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I'm rude if I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I spent $13.
Yeah.
I'm full. I'm so
Right.
full. But
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's clearly what Emery thought. She started helping herself to my fries, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad you eating. And then she
Yeah.
starts double fisting my fries.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
now you just being rude. You know, you're crossing the line. And yeah, and I just like, you know what? Let's have her try the ketchup. It's actually ketchup and vinegar. I don't know
Yeah.
if you told anybody.
No.
It's ketchup and vinegar. It's malt vinegar
Oh,
mixed
yeah,
with
yeah. That's
ketchup.
that brown vinegar that they got there.
Yeah, yeah. You ever tried it before?
Yeah, man.
Y'all ever
I
tried
never
it before?
mixed it
I
like
put
that.
it
Bruh,
on the
do it.
fries. Time
Do
out.
it.
You never did that at Boardwalk Fries back in the day we used to work
Oh,
in
wow.
Landover. You
No,
remember?
we didn't.
Oh, wow.
The
We worked in
Landover
Landover
Mall.
Mall, bruh.
Nah.
Give me that empty lot.
I
where
know,
Landover
man.
Mall
I know.
used to be.
I passed there. I'd be like, man, we used to work. Like all of us worked. Except me. Worked in the same. He white. We worked in the same. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Anyway, we worked in the same. We worked in the Wilson's Leather.
Yeah.
All of us worked in there. Right, or during high school, right after high school was crazy.
Bro, I don't even know what Wilson's Leather is, bro. Like, I remember there used to be like a last
I'm not
stop.
from
and they
here.
used
Yeah,
to,
that was the last stop.
Oh, yeah.
We
They used to
were
press you
across
out
from,
by
we
the
were by the
heli.
Orange Julius. That's what we were.
Oh, okay, I actually know where that is.
Yeah. Anyway,
She from Jersey. She like,
yeah, she don't
"Wow."
care. If everybody else was watching, don't know about
Yeah, I
it.
know what you're
We
talking
just
about.
took a rabbit trail. We back.
Yeah, we back. So anyway, she's eating the fries, and I was like, man, let me have her. You know what? Let me film it first.
Yeah.
And because I'm trying to teach her, like, we're trying to teach her to try new food.
Yeah.
I don't want her to be the 30-year-old woman. Well, I don't want her to be the 23-year-old young woman
Still
on a
eating
date
chicken nuggets.
with a guy, right, who's worldly and says words like proliferate.
Yeah.
And then she like, let me get the chicken tenders.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude speak 8 languages, and she like, I'll take the chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I want her to have like an expansive
Expand her palate.
like food palette,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. So, and we started. She eating fries, and just to encourage her to eat, we always do a little dance. We got an apple dance, sausage
Everything
dance,
dance.
bacon
Yeah,
dance.
that's cool.
So I was like, yeah, baby, hey, can I get a fried dance? Because she's finally feeling well. The Tylenol didn't completely wear off yet. And she gave me a little.
Yeah.
And we recorded it, and like I uploaded it, and I ain't think nothing of it. I don't even think the video was that funny.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't think it's that
We
funny.
have a Instagram account full of videos
Yeah,
like this.
And that's the one.
And
And
this
that's
is
one.
it?
That's the one that
This
blew up.
one?
Yeah, but yeah, it all came from baby girl's
Yeah.
fever and her parents' worry.
But
man.
you know what though? When I watch the videos, I think the hook, she's the hook, right? Or she's the bait, but y'all the hook. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People come for her, but then they hear you the way you talking to her. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing, man. We gonna have a great talk tonight because I see in the way you treat your daughter how I treat my children, and like I was very purposeful about how I treated my children when they were that small because I thought the same way. I thought to myself, I got to put my kids in a position where they can't be easily taken advantage of, where they can be in a power position, and I would have certain conversations with them. So I would ask my kids, whenever your kids' age, I say, what you going to be when you grow up? And all that I would have them say, because they know I say landlord. So the first thing, if anybody asks them, they say, what you going to be when you grow up? Eating fries. A landlord. You know what I'm saying? So I was always like that, but I hear that, right? I never thought to record mine. I'm very private. I never thought to record mine. We live in a day now. It's more accepted.
Privacy's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and we know how to handle it. We know how to manage it better. You know what I'm saying? Which you guys do a very good job. I got a funny story about that. But the way you speak to her, Y'all gotta watch if you ain't watching. Go check them out.
Check out our Instagram. It's at Kier and them.
Kier and them.
And my name is often mispronounced. I heard you do it. It hurt my heart.
I did it. I'm sorry.
It happens. It's cool because everybody always mispronounces her name. So now I feel like
Noemi is easy.
You got mine perfect. So I'm
yeah,
sitting
that
back
never
like,
happens. But mine is Kier. It's just like here with a K.
Okay.
Right, it's been a struggle my whole life.
I apologize,
It's
man.
cool, man. No
Your
love
family.
lost. No love
Nah,
lost.
because
No
people
love
call
lost.
me Tracy and I hate it.
I don't know how you get Tracy from your name.
Tracy.
They call Stacy. They call me Tracy.
But
That's
did you not look
ridiculous.
at the letters? Like
I don't know.
I don't understand.
My nickname in college was Trace. Like, how do
They
you?
took it all the way
Yeah,
left. huh?
they messed it up. But I apologize for that.
Nah, it's
but
cool,
check them
bro.
out. Karen them
Yeah.
on IG, but they got way more content
Yes.
on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
But like I'm saying, just the way you talk to each other and the way that you speak, I think that people are thirsty to see us in that way. You know, especially us. You know what I mean? So when I got to see you having those conversations and the way you guys talk to each other, it's like, this is refreshing, man. They ain't cussing at each other, you know, they're not angry, it's not a fight video. It's like, yo, like, this is a breath of fresh air, man. I think it's not just the baby, it's y'all, man. I really do.
I like that.
I appreciate that, man. It's we work well together.
Yeah.
You know. And man, can we can keep it a buck on this joint?
Man, go ahead, man.
Man, like Shorty and I talk about, I don't have to use my work voice.
Comfortable.
Yeah, like my DC accent is real strong, real self-conscious about it because everybody don't always understand the way we talk.
Yeah.
I'm amongst family, so it's cool.
Yeah, man.
But like me and Shorty, we talk about this all the time, and it's like what makes love and what makes love make sense. And like, how do people fall in love? How do people get in love? How do people stay in love? And I'm not a romantic, bro. I'm practical when it comes to love.
Yeah,
you know, we just talking about a wedding in a car. And she's like, she's whimsical and romantic sometimes. I'm like, yes, it's on this day. You want to say words and get married. Right. It works sometimes and it doesn't. But I say all that to say, like, we talk about it all the time, and I've just boiled down to the point where I think a successful relationship is a lot of times about luck, bruh. Because you got to meet the right person at the right time, you in the right state of mind, in the right place.
Yeah, true that.
It's a lot of factors that have to amalgamate to make that thing work.
Yeah,
and
that's
our
true.
joint just fell in the right place at the right time.
Yo, I
Yeah.
feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Also ready for it when it got crazy.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning, but
What you mean by when it got crazy? What you talking about?
when we got pregnant.
Oh, I had questions about that.
Man,
I
yeah,
had-
we honest about like
are so
our
open.
whole everything is about being honest and being human. So check us
Yeah.
out on Instagram, Kier, Kier,
Keep
and
saying.
them. I'm horrible at
And
plugging.
on
I'm gonna keep
YouTube.
doing that. Yeah, the link's in the bio
Get back
on
to
our
the point,
Instagram.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yo, she is so wifey. She is so. When my wife come into this show, oh my God! Sometimes she'll sit right over there and be giving me the look. I'll be like, is my wife looking? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God!
But yeah, man, it falls in the right place.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
more
know.
than just luck, though. Like, one of my professors always said that, like, success is when luck meets opportunity.
Yeah.
So not only do you have to, you know, I guess be lucky in those situations, but you also have to be ready to take that leap. And when we got pregnant, that was the true test.
That was elite, man.
That was a true
tough.
test.
I guess the question that I have is, did both of you have like boxes that needed to be checked off? And did both of you check those boxes off? Because I know a person that's near 40 and single. And he got a long list. And people not checking the list off. And so he's still single.
Wait, you saying your man got a long list?
Who I didn't call no names out. I'm just saying I know somebody.
You call him out every show.
No.
And I
I've
don't know.
actually never met a guy with a list before.
I was about to
I know,
say he
that's
doesn't really
surprising to
have a
me,
long
too,
list
yeah.
though.
Will is picky. He got a list.
He don't got a long
name
list.
drop.
He got a
No,
list.
he said the name.
And he said it. But it's only one thing I've heard. There's only one thing I've heard him say is that he likes a woman with drive. I think that's the only thing I've actually heard him say. He don't count kids or nothing. I think that's it. Is that it? Am I right?
Drive, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So
So
personality.
You haven't
That's
met.
all you need?
No, there's more, but as far as like,
It's a,
hey, can you not put that in my face?
Whoa! That might be your problem. Might need something in your face.
all right. Anyway, thanks for
Check him out with that one.
Thanks for changing.
I said, good day, sir.
Thank you.
I said, good day.
Thanks for shifting gears for me. But you know what? You were just saying something about luck and opportunity. I think when preparation meets opportunity, because my story is similar. I want to hear your whole story, but my wife and I were friends, and then we got pregnant.
Wow.
And then it got
Like
real.
y'all were friends, or y'all
we were
you up friends?
Oh,
well, we met we met in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all were
Yeah.
like true friends.
Yeah, we were friends. Like she's a really good friend to me, but situation they got in a certain way. And but let's hear your story. What
does that mean? What does that mean?
Nothing about me. Go ahead, tell your story.
I'll let you get that get out of jail free card. Thank you. Leave that pick 4 card in that.
Thank you.
Go
But
ahead.
nah, because
The
apparently
story.
I tell it wrong.
I'll clarify.
Whoa! This is what
That's a
happens.
true relationship
When
right
you
here.
decide to marry a super type A lawyer who was also a teacher.
That's
Yeah.
another thing, man. Y'all so dynamic. I want to get into that too. But go ahead.
Yeah. So we actually met at a bar.
Okay.
Sign of the
I'm
wind.
I'm a member of the most wonderful fraternity on the face of the planet, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. It's 11 minutes after 9 right now, 1911. That's so
Okay,
right.
right.
Wow.
On the campus of Howard University. That's what's up, root to the good bros. But we just a whole bunch of people, Greek folk, were just in a group chat. Group me was like popping summer 14, like it was everything.
Yeah.
And Sign of the Well on M Street by Ozios used to have these happy hours, these big dumb happy hours where somebody will win a free happy hour for all their friends, and you'll go in there and just like get sloshed off a bottom shelf liquor, like.
Oh wow.
But like the proportions are like real ignorant. Like,
Yeah.
It's
All
a
real
35,000
drinks.
ounce cup.
Before he continues, let me prepare y'all. This is going to be a very elaborate story.
Oh, I'll give you a concise version.
No, tell me. This is what they do in their vlog. This is what she's like. You can't just tell a story.
I'm about to tell you about the colors of the wall, the different types of
The wind was
people that were
blowing north
there.
by northwest that day.
Come
There
on,
was a
man.
precipitous dude. Nah, man, like it's yeah, that's what happened. We were there with my Greek folk, and then I saw this girl from across the way, and my literal words were, oh man, I said, who the cute face joint right there?
Okay.
Yeah, and my line brother, my LB, he said, I don't know who that is. So night goes on, and she actually shot her shot first.
Really?
I sure
That's
did.
normally how them joints work.
You a shot shooter?
I
Man.
sure did.
Your youngest shot at you?
Yeah.
Curved from the half
Yeah.
court, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't
I
yours?
sure did.
With the good form.
Really?
Elbows up.
Wow.
This-
This is
line.
DC. This is DC.
This is true.
This is DC. I'm a transient. I'm not from here. I don't know who knows what.
It's
but
a lot more women
he
here.
looked really
Yeah,
cute.
the ratio.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He looked good that day.
I looked so good at her that day that she actually gave my LB
bro.
the number first.
Really?
You
Yeah, he
never
got passed it to
said
you.
that.
Oh, I never said who it was.
To
Oh,
Right.
wow. But that's cool.
So-
People
Oh, no,
come
we're-
on here all the time
we're all
and tell
good
things first. It's all good.
We all family here.
Anyway,
It's just us.
his friend, he was nice. Like I have this experience in DC.
And single at the time. This was a
Yeah,
long
he was
time
single.
ago.
He was
Yeah.
single.
Yeah.
But like guys didn't really approach me ever.
Really?
Like anytime I went anywhere, like they never approached me.
Will you carry yourself a certain way?
Yes. Bruh.
Oh God, here we go.
I have a theory about
ahead.
why.
What is it?
First off,
Go ahead, share.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. This is a safe space.
It's safe.
it's safe until I get it. It's
just
not.
us.
It's not her. It's Instagram.
Oh, wow.
They will cancel you for putting the T where I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to be mindful about my words. But
Yeah, we can't edit this.
yeah, I know, right?
No.
It's she was just Noemi. She doesn't look easy. Like she doesn't look like if I walk up to her and I'm like, hey man, let's just go back to my spot. She's not gonna go. Okay,
You're right.
like she's not going for that.
Right,
She's
right.
not going for that. She looks like a woman that's gonna require just a little bit more. Some people's radars, well, some dudes' radars are broken, so they don't
Yeah.
get that all the time.
Yeah,
my
that's
radar
true.
was A1. I was in single dude prime.
Ah, okay.
I was at the peak of my singleness at that time.
Wow.
So like I knew that, and I wasn't about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't the line type. Like I'm not about nothing, but we can have a great time. That was my mindset at the
Yeah.
time. But
That was.
yeah, she don't look like that girl, and I think a lot of dudes will pass that up for the quicker and the easier.
Well, yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I think you know what? I think that when it came to my wife when we started going out, it wasn't easy. Like I think that it was easier for me because we were friends, but I think that's a great quality. It speaks volumes. A lot of people are not in good relationships, but they don't pick well. You know what I mean? I think we talked about that.
Yeah. If you gonna preach, let me bring my church clothes.
And your offering. I'll take that as well.
You selling my grandma's church.
Oh, did she go to first? No.
Under the rock over the river. Nah, but like, stop, man. Shout out to my good church going folk.
Yeah, well, we good church going folk, you know.
Nah, I don't know.
But talk about because my question, you were talking about how you got started and got pregnant, and the question I was going to have is, did you plan to get pregnant, or was that something that just happened?
Man,
Come on.
I plan to get pregnant no more. It's just happened and you deal with it.
Oh, wow.
Pregnancy's off of the 1950s, man.
Or people who are older who like haven't had them yet, like they plan about, but ain't none. We didn't had 6 of them, ain't been one plan.
You're not the kind of person that learns their lesson, are you?
Got my girlfriend pregnant once, and then 5 more times. Indeed, yes.
Wow.
She's my wife, the other 5, but yeah, indeed.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah.
But what was that like?
That's
Like,
strong.
were y'all in deep when it happened? Were you?
Nah, man. We
Okay.
actually we about to break up. I want to say 2 months prior.
Really?
I went over her apartment to break up with her, man.
I hate
did it?
this story.
Who
He
did it?
didn't do it.
No,
Nah.
whose fault was it? What was the breakup going on?
Nah, this was amicable. While we were breaking up at the
by
time,
that time we were just like, it just wasn't. It didn't feel like it felt when we first met.
it got
Oh, really?
serious. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had implications.
Yeah.
It got
Really?
serious. Yeah, and just at the time, like we didn't know how to communicate with one another.
Yeah.
So she was speaking French and I was speaking English.
Yeah,
And
it was bad.
and then
It
she'll
was
get
bad.
mad that I don't understand her French and yell at me in French.
Yeah.
And I'll do
Yeah.
the same thing in English.
Yeah.
And then like our languages just never
It was
cross
really
pollinated.
bad.
It was
Yeah.
horrible, man.
Even the way we started our relationship, we started off as like friends, and then the whole like situationship thing, and then things got weird, and it's like, I guess we should be together now.
Yeah,
And
see, I think that's
It
what
was
happens when you don't
strange.
define it, though. You know, you don't
Yeah.
define it at the right time. That starts to happen because I experienced some of that.
Defining
Yeah.
is boring though at that stage. Like defining
But
it makes it a serious thing.
It gets bad when if you
Right.
take too long.
I
with
think
know
it.
that.
when you
now.
take too long, when you take too long,
Yeah.
I think at a certain point you have to say, because you know what? I think for us, I think what I did was I said, look, I'm not ready to say that we're exclusive, but I won't go out with other people and treat you just like any old other thing, like, you know. But I'm not ready to say we're exclusive. I
I
like
wish
you,
I was that
and I
smart.
like
That's a
spending
really
time
good
with
approach.
you. Yeah, Will Eyes got messed up like right before that, so you know, again, the people who screw you up kind of make you okay for the next person.
I've never had
sometimes.
that actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is
He's
my
never-
first
it's so
really
annoying.
serious
He's never been like in
adult
love for
relationship.
real.
Yeah,
He's
I've
never
never
gotten
been
his
in
heart
love.
broken.
I've only
No
been
girl
on,
has
like, a
ever like
handful of
really played
dates.
him.
Really? You never?
So he had that ego.
It's not that I've been on a handful of dates because I didn't go on dates.
He was
Yeah.
dates.
Technically.
Yo, I was the same way.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that, not dating, right?
His eyes squinted in a very inquisitive manner.
No, because you talk about his situation kind of like with the question mark in the sense that's like a bad thing that he didn't have a girlfriend. He didn't.
No. Well, I think it's a bad thing because I think in the beginning of the relationship when it was like, well, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm cool. It's like, oh, but you're not. Like, you don't know what that feels like to like lose somebody that you really care about. Like, you're really that nonchalant about this relationship.
In hindsight,
you?
she was right though.
Like, are you?
She was spot on at the time. We talking several years ago, man. I wasn't trying to hear that. Pff, man, miss one next 15 one
Yeah.
coming. You like a school bus. I ain't tripping. You can. I never verbalized
yeah,
those
yeah.
things, but that's
Yeah.
how I felt. Like
he's
I can,
never been
I can,
hurt
I can
before.
get another
Yeah.
you. It's not an issue. I didn't understand like the whole concept. Like I don't think I had the emotional depth at the time to reach that deep and understand what that meant.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You gotta be a certain type of, I don't know, especially with men, I feel like you gotta be a certain type of man or in a certain place in your consciousness where you can kind of look inside and you can see the things that you feel and then you can understand why you feel that way and you can put labels on
Right,
things.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I wasn't there, so I'm sure I did feel that way about
Yeah.
her at the time, but I couldn't read that. You know?
Yeah.
I couldn't read that.
Yeah,
man.
I guess part of you may not have let yourself admit that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I lose you, I'm gonna feel bad or it's gonna hurt me. I mean, pride may not let you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, possibly. I'm not a real prideful guy in that way.
Yeah.
I think it was me just complete ignorance. Like
he really thought he would be okay.
yeah,
Really?
But you remember how I was at the time.
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I lost my mom shortly after high school.
Oh, wow.
But I never like you lose a parent. I lived in the projects at the time. I lived on 37th Street. Like it was. I didn't really have a job. I started trapping. Like it was just bad. But I think being disconnected and being on your own for that long, it kind of like lone wolves are weird, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You pick up weird habits when you don't have someone else to bounce. I'm not talking about single people. I'm talking about people who purposely.
No, because I was looking at Stuart. I was looking at Stuart. You were looking at me.
Trying to give me cancer. No, I'm not talking about the single folk.
Oh, man.
Talking about people who purposely isolate themselves. And I think I was one of those people just trying to deal with my stuff. And it wasn't, I don't think I ever told you this, but it wasn't really until I met her that I really started understanding a lot about myself. She's very self-aware.
Yeah.
You can't be an F student with an A student and still be cool getting Fs. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
But when I look at the way that you relate, you bring a lot. You bring a lot. That's not to diminish what
oh
you.
no,
you
brother,
know,
she brings everything.
But I said
she brings everything.
Yeah.
I'm not even doing nothing to him. He
Yeah,
said this
nah,
on his own
no.
free will.
Listen, man.
you ain't doing nothing to him now.
Listen,
keep talking
you
like that.
always hear black women say they feel undersupported, so let me take this moment as a black man to say this. If it was not for Noemi, none of this stuff would be.
Wow,
None
man.
of it. None of it. None
Hey,
of it.
I gotta
None
tell
of
you,
it.
if it wasn't for Mrs. Jordan, y'all wouldn't be here, man. She found y'all.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you, like some of the most major moves that I've had, like I've gotten to speak in front of thousands of people. I've been, broadcast hearing my wife doing things,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
The way you are with him reminds me of how my wife is with me, and that's why. I mean, I admire how you guys go back and forth. There's another thing that I admire about you guys too. We're gonna take a quick break, but you guys have a video where you talk about who is your favorite ex or something like that, which is crazy. They
talk about this all the time.
They talk about their exes. Are you secure enough to talk about your exes? We're gonna get into that right after this. Don't go anywhere. I want y'all to weigh in. Stu Baby's reading comments. Don't go anywhere. Are you on with the husbands? You got these comments, baby. You've been kind of quiet, baby. Come on, what's some of the comments?
Tyrone, when you lose the ambition of options to secure and satisfy in a relation, therefore interactions become less tolerable and emotions lose fire to explore.
Wow, that was real deep.
Tyrone, real deep.
He went real deep. Appreciate you, Tyrone. Yeah.
Somebody else said, the kid said, "Bless your good thing" with an exclamation point.
Take that thing.
Yeah, people out here, man, they loving your relationship and the story. So
Yeah, man.
Man, we appreciate it. It's authentic, man. It's really us. So.
Let's show love to the people who showing us love. Hey, our sponsor, Reborn Apparel, featuring Reborn Kings and Reborn Queens. Where you want to rep your faith with style and grace, just go to www.rebornkings.com and check out their full line of chic and seasonal gear. And if you buy anything using the code The Husbands, you'll get 15% off. 15% off on your next purchase. All right. So just go ahead and visit rebornkings.com.
off the dollar.
Make your purchase right after the show. I'm rocking some Reborn today. Stu Baby's rocking some Reborn today.
and
He's not fully sponsored yet, but we'll get him there. We'll get him there. Just gotta
I do the
act right.
dark skin guy like that. I'm just noticing the pattern. That's what it is.
I'm jealous of you.
No, it's mainly this one.
Yeah. I think
this the non.
I think he is.
I ain't jealous of your single.
Oh, now we doing this.
Leave it alone.
Oh, man.
man.
Oh, wow.
Call that
Now,
big fella.
now.
big fella.
Oh man, but I want you guys. We're definitely gonna talk about this thing where y'all talking about your exes. I don't know how you survived that conversation, but before we get to that, tell me your pregnancy story. We keep missing it. I'm sure.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we were gonna break up, and then I went away for a weekend with the homies, man, and had some space. And I came home, and she stayed in my apartment. When I got home, we just reconnected, man.
Yeah.
And
I think we just needed some time apart.
Yeah. I realized I missed her when I took that space. Space is important. But yeah.
So when we reconnected, we got pregnant.
You really connected.
Oh yeah, we really connected, and then
Shout out to New Ring.
oh no. Anyway, a couple weeks later, what was it? Things weren't fitting right. Like things just weren't fitting right. I'm like, you know what?
Right before
I'm a
New
little
Year's.
late. Right before New Year's, I'm a little late. Let me check. checked, positive. Called him. I think we had just been together for like a week.
Yeah,
it was a great week.
Yeah.
And I'm like at his place. I'm like, hey. He's like, why are you here?
House,
like, you've been here. Like, what happened? Like, what happened? I'm like, oh, I just want to talk to you. He's like, nope. What's going on? Tell me now.
He could tell.
Yep. And then I told him, and then.
Man, it got bad.
Yeah, both of us. I mean, it wasn't expected. It wasn't planned. Like,
that's scary too.
I felt like our relationship had just started over. Like, at that time we'd only been together for a year.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a long time at all.
Yeah, and I was always raised like, you know, people have varying opinions on these things. I was always raised like, if you ever get a girl pregnant, like, you no longer have an option.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I did not want to go through with this pregnancy at all. Like, she had just graduated law school. She had hers. I just started graduate school.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, man, we weren't stable enough where I felt that we could sustain, and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then, you know, clearly she felt different. And I never said this, but I think a lot of you guys listeners need to hear this, man. It really bothered me for a long time, and I actually still struggle with that sometimes.
You mean the fact that you didn't want to go through with it?
And we did.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, man. I actually went to therapy for that for a good time. I went to therapy I wanted to fix some things with me.
Yeah.
I'm also in school to be a therapist, but like, I wanted to fix some things with me, and we ended up talking about that the entire time. I didn't realize it impacted me like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we always had a conversation about why men aren't present, or the level of presentness that fathers have, or what makes a good father, but that is really tough to deal with.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of homies that ain't bounced back from that. You know what I'm saying? And they're still like halfway in the door as dads. But yeah, man, that really, it ripped us apart for a very long time.
Yeah.
Really?
Even while we were pregnant.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys weren't together while you were pregnant.
we were together.
No, we
but
were together. We don't do the look. We were together. We not. We don't do the breakup.
Yeah, okay.
But it was just difficult because
Yeah.
I felt conflicted because, like, in my life, like I said, I just graduated. I didn't know what I was going to do professionally. Like, I couldn't, where was I going to go? Where was I going to work? Luckily, my job at the time was, was great and, supportive. But not only was I going through my own personal stuff, this wasn't an experience where we were both like super excited and happy about it from the beginning.
Right.
So we had to kind of gradually go through that process while I'm pregnant, while we're deciding whether or not we're even going to live with each other.
While you're
'Cause at
studying for the bar.
While I was studying for the bar, it was just a lot.
That is a lot.
A lot.
Wow.
A
That
lot.
is a lot.
It was
Yeah,
tough.
it wasn't until maybe like my third trimester and we moved in together finally, and we just started kind of talking through things. And like you said, therapy was huge. We went to therapy right after she was born. We went to couples therapy.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that was gonna be my question to you. It was gonna be, how you plan to keep it. Because earlier you were talking about how, she was speaking in one language, you were speaking another, and how it was hard. But then, you got it together, and I am personally, and help me out with this. In my own relationship, I've gone through those times where, we are, we grow and we're clicking, and then after some years go on, it's like, you get, you got to realign again.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's almost like, how in the world did we get from this high over here to this low? How did we get to this point?
Wow.
Like, I think you said you got together in 14.
Well,
2015.
met in 14,
Met
got
in
together
14, got together in 15.
So you've been together
Pregnant at 17.
now 3-4 years.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Yeah,
trying to count.
And so I've been together with my wife 16 years, married 15. Was it
20, married 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so we go through these times. I mean, look, life presents these things. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it has much to do with me getting tired of her getting tired of me. But life, like, sometimes life will put you at odds. You know what I'm saying?
Often.
You know what I mean?
More often than not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like with y'all, we had that experience. Like, none of our kids were playing. I think on the last one, I was like, I'm just gonna be happy this time. I'm not being stressed out. I don't care. We might lose this house, but I'm gonna be happy. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
that
come on,
is
bro.
anger
Number
and-
6, Slim.
Yeah, that's wild.
When number 2 came, I think I got home. I was like, yes, have another sweet Jesus. Like, yo, I broke down. That was number 2. Then 3, then 4, then 5. By number 6, I was like, I ain't going through this no more. But life does that. And it made me, when I thought about you guys again. When I look at you guys, I feel like it would be condescending to say I see a lot of you, and I mean me and you. I think that's condescending. But I will say is I see a lot of you. a lot of things that I see in you as strength that I feel like I've developed in my own relationship. And, you know, it made me think, like, how do you plan to maintain that? But you guys say you early on got into therapy and sort of building your relationship.
Yeah, it also helps the kind of, for me, it helps the kind of person she is. Like, she just did a lot of work to make me feel, like, even with fatherhood, she does extra to make me feel included. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go down the path of how isolating fatherhood can be.
We should. Like, we were supposed to go down there.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot to unpack here.
We do.
We got a lot to unpack here.
No, we really.
Guys don't get to talk like this on this platform.
No, you know, honestly, we don't. You know, for real, what the plan was is we was gonna kick her out, and then we was just really good.
Nah, this is my attorney. I might say something stupid. She not.
Oh wow.
She might be out here with a lawsuit.
She be in the other room. Shut up, Sam! No, wait. Before we go, speaking of something stupid, at least for me it would be stupid. Y'all talk about exes, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all talk. Wait. Are you secure enough to talk to your wife about her exes?
No, my wife told me this one time about somebody she was dating.
Whoa! Like a back broke story.
And dude, was from the Congo. I'm still recovering.
Oh my God! Oh man! Said Django came through.
Bruh, don't tell them stories.
I couldn't handle it. Like how far do you go in that conversation though?
Yeah, like
really?
Yeah, man.
No.
Wait. How did that start? Like, how did that really start? Because that's an odd.
That's a
I'll explain a bit. Like, we really started off as friends. Like, I think the first time we got on the phone together, well, maybe not friends, but you know, like
friends with intentions.
But like the first conversation we had together was like, what, 3 hours long? 4 hours long. The first time we talked on the phone, we talked about everything.
Really?
So it was just easy to talk to him, and we both weren't looking for serious relationships. So I didn't feel the need to hold back on anything. Like,
but there's nothing. Like, I remember when my wife and I when we were just friends, we would talk about a bunch of stuff. But when she had my baby, like, this possessive gene came out. I just can't say things. Is like, don't talk. I know we talked about that then, but I'm not ready to talk about that. I don't know. It just changed for me.
People on here saying I don't talk exes because he could have been one.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's the kind of talk where you got 3 passwords on your phone. Right?
Somebody was like, "Oh nah,
I can't.
No exes and friends on social media." Like, people was on here talking about exes. Wow.
Now, do you guys know? I saw what you were talking about going back and commenting on posts that like exes made. Like, is that like out of bounds now, or is that something still?
Oh, nah, that's out of bounds.
Yeah. Okay. Why would I even do that?
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm new. I'm just coming in. I'm just I'm binging now, and so I'm like, okay, what does this all fit in?
I mean, like, if somebody DM me that I used to talk to, or even vice versa, like, I don't care if she talks to them. Like, it's not a thing. As long as it's for me.
Nobody DMs me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people will like a video, like a chick I used to talk to or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna happen at a certain level, right? But if somebody is like, hey, like that shirt you had on when you was up HUR.
I don't get those, believe it or not.
For real?
I think it's because of my temperament, man. I think I'm the type of dude, you don't know what my response is going to be, and I'm clearly in love. So I think, like, if a chick shoots her shot and I don't like oblige it, then like you super embarrassed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow.
You super, and you don't want to be made an example of.
Yeah, for real. Especially when you're a vlogger, you like, hey, yo, let me show you what just happened.
Yeah.
Like, look,
Nobody wants that smoke.
Part of me had this nightmare that they'd be in the other room like, these dudes, they got us up here. You know? And then they vlog it like, oh, no.
Never, man. Never.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We get out ahead of those things. We talk about them like, oh man, one of my older frat brothers said that a big booty does not stop jiggling just because you say I do. He said, bro, you better own it, understand it, and know you're gonna spend the rest of your life fighting that thought. So why not share that with her? So that she knows that's where I'm at with it.
You know what? I think that's a strong. That's a strong point of view. When early on in my relationship, I would deny it, right?
Man,
but I did. But my wife my wife, I think she understood. She sort of, I don't want to say gave me permission, but she would say things like, "Look at that over there," and I'm like, "I ain't stupid. Like you seriously think I'm gonna look over there? There is no way that's happening." Wow. And so we've gradually gotten into, yeah, she's attractive. You know that. Now I can't go into no details of a day.
Whoa!
Back at the BJ, she was like, "I see you looking at that lady's butt." And I was like, "I didn't even see nobody's butt," and I really didn't. She's like, "You ain't see that big juicy butt," and I was like, "Nah, honestly, Ma, I was looking at her hair." He was like, "You saw that butt," and I was like, "I didn't see it. I really didn't see it." But the way she talked about it, when I pulled out, I was like, "Where's that?"
Oh no! Felt like I'm looking back at something.
Like, is that a sale on gas today? Yeah! I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I know you watching. Wow. I'm joking. I did not see that butt.
On the couch for 100.
I did not see it.
No, that's the one you told me about.
Stop, man. You better stop playing. You better stop playing before I start telling real stuff.
Floyd shoulder
what we doing?
Don't play. Don't play. Shoot, I'm having a good night. Oh, man. Hey, look. We gotta get. I bet this time went by so fast. We gotta get out of here. But please tell people again how they can find you, man, and follow your your vlog.
You can find us on Instagram. It's at Kier and Them, Kier and Them. You can also search us under that name on YouTube, or you can just click the link in the bio. Check us out. We honest, we funny, we love what we do. If you're from the area, we from DC. Well, I'm from DC. She from Jersey. Just pretend we all from DC. We from here. It's all love. And yes, man, check us out. I think we honest, man. You don't see enough of that on social media.
And it's good to see black family out there like that. Give it up for Kier and Noemi.
The pronunciation so good.
Sir. Yes, I ain't gonna get it wrong no more. We friends, man. I ain't gonna get it wrong no more. Yes, I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you everybody who comment and share. And hey, remember you can check these husbands out on our new YouTube page at The Husband Show on YouTube. You also find us at The Husband Show on IG and at Real Husbands Vlog on Facebook, where a lot of you are watching. Thank everybody who tuned in. Thank for everybody who commented and who shared. We appreciate you. You know these husbands, we love that.
Love that.